PWX Hell on Earth finale. Qualifiers were invited to this match. Johnny Andrews forfeiting his spot to El Corazon Del Guerrero. It's a triple threat environment. Sudden deaths will decide it. First pinfall or submission in the ring will determine the very first ever PWX Hell on Earth champion. It's Retaliation. Every championship is on the line. Kurt Alexzander, the last winner of the PWX Hell on Earth Powerhouse Rumble match. He was able to score a disqualification elimination on both Fabian Barbosa and Tyler Bodine, as they were unable to answer the officials' count at the very, very end. Chris the Wildcard Mercer successfully won Hell on Earth in his first match in PWX at Destiny back in January. Chris Wildcard Mercer arguably had to wrestle his way through the most abuse in order to earn that designation of a qualifier for this match. My goodness, Corazon Del Guerrero pushed Chris Wildcard Mercer off the apron to the outside. And in a triple threat, you got to weaken one so you can beat the other. And as long as Mercer's on the outside, it gives Corazon Del Guerrero an opportunity to win. And that MTR, that full Nelson flatliner, might have just put Corazon Del Guerrero out for the count. Well, 2 count only. Corazon Del Guerrero barely escapes as Mercer flies off the top and hits a high-flying elbow right through the heart of Kurt Alexzander, the Brute.
Hey, the Macho Queen! The Macho Queen!
Watch out. Mercer sending Corazon Del Guerrero to the outside.
Rolling me out.
So Chris Wildcard Mercer, the first member of the International Alliance to see action this afternoon, as Mr. John Park starts to tap dance all over the body of Corazon Del Guerrero on the outside, stomping on him repeatedly. Mercer's got the speed, he's got the incredible spring to his step, that drop kick as well, putting Kurt Alexzander to the outside. And as long as there's only one member in the ring, there's no guarantee that this match will end. This match will continue, and Mercer might take flight. Look at that, he was going to go for a baseball slide drop kick, but he got caught between the ring itself and the ring apron, and he's tied up at the moment, being abused and pummeled by both of the other participants in this Hell on Earth Triple Threat Championship match. Both Kurt Alexzander, Corazon Del Guerrero brawling it out on the outside. Knife edge chop. That stuns Kurt Alexzander. Now originally Mercer was trying to dive on both opponents on the outside, but he got caught. And look at that. Mercer ran into the right forearm of Kurt Alexzander, and down he goes in the middle of the ring. Kurt Alexzander defeated, was able to defeat others in the Hell on Earth match, but eventually suffered a defeat at the hands of Chris the Wildcard Mercer as a result of a low blow and outside interference and a distraction by John Park. As Mercer hits a flying dive right on Kurt Alexzander on the outside. And Corazon Del Guerrero might take flight as well. Watch out, Tope Cornelio over the top, and he crushed his leg on a chair. What a death-defying drop that was. All 3 participants in our first championship match have all been laid out on the near side. And now there is no guarantee that we have any favorite at all whatsoever in this situation. They all just wiped each other out. An insane risk that might lead to huge rewards for this young man, Corazon Del Guerrero, who's trying to steal Hell on Earth on his own, but a 2 count there.
Come on! You know that was 3.
Corazon Del Guerrero apparently was under the impression that Chris Wildcard Mercer was the weaker of the 2, so he elected to try to pin him. Watch out! Exploding over the shoulder suplex by Mercer lays out Corazon Del Guerrero on the near side. Mercer has one of his opponents down in one of the 4 corners of the ring. And Mercer is looking to continue his streak of incredible victories. The only blemish on his record, a disqualification against the Situation DOJ, and they've been jaw-jacking all week. But I am not under the impression that that showdown will take place at this event, but it is likely that it will take place at a future event. Those 2 have an unsettled score. At the moment, Kurt Alexzander has Chris the Wildcard Mercer in a seated position on the far side.
No DQ.
No countouts, no disqualifications. Simply the first one to win. Got a slugfest going down. In a dangerous position for both men. Mercer being restrained by Kurt Alexzander. And Corazon Del Guerrero trying to show some power. Oh my! Tower of Doom. All three have wiped each other out. And Mercer took the worst of that drop. He was thrown over his shoulder backwards with that superplex attempt. Kurt Alexzander inevitably was power bombed. And who knows, Corazon Del Guerrero might have actually hurt himself trying to lift two men at once on that tandem drop. That was a scary situation. And we've got a race here to see who's going to get up first and actually going to be able to be crowned the very first ever PWX Hell on Earth champion. There's a huge difference between a contender, a pretender, and an actual champion. We're going to find out here. What the heck was that? John Park tripped up Corazon Del Guerrero and just straddled him on the ring post on the far side. He might have been eliminated from this formula. Oh! Quick low blow. The official didn't see it. Uranagi. Side suplex slam by Mercer. Mercer on top, but a 2 count there. Not over yet. What could have been a surefire victory for Chris the Wildcard Mercer is not happening according to plan. The International Alliance have not accumulated a championship at Retaliation yet. But Mercer, a former tag team champion, along with other members of the International Alliance, in the past, according to the Freebird rule, Mercer hopes to add some championship gold to his resume here this afternoon in terms of singles championship glory. Kurt Alexzander rumbling to his feet, delivering forearm after forearm. The Mercer with a reversal. Corazon Del Guerrero is still down on the far side. Boot brought up in time. Alexzander is stunned. Chris Wildcard Mercer. He might be going for that flying back elbow. Watch out! He hit it! Will Kurt Alexzander be the first Hell on Earth champion? Come on! Can't capitalize, can't cover the man. Mercer trying to force himself back to his feet. John Park keeping a close eye on Guerrero, Corazon Del Guerrero. What the heck is going on here? Fabian Barbosa? What's he doing here? He just smashed Kurt Alexzander in the back with that briefcase. Shut up! It's no disqualifications, but this is uncalled for. Barbosa never won a Hell on Earth match. He never was assigned to this. Double team. The shoot-off, the Uranagi suplex slam, that's it! Chris the Wildcard Mercer is the first Hell on Earth champion. Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner and the first ever PWX Hell on Earth Powerhouse Rumble champion, Chris the Wildcard Mercer! Fabian Barbosa invited himself to the ring to do damage to Kurt Alexzander. Barbosa slapping some sense out of Kurt Alexzander after the fact. Those two have never gotten along. And their rivalry has dated back at least 8 months or so. Look at this sight. Park. Fabian Barbosa. The International Alliance have just witnessed Chris the Wildcard Mercer as the first newly crowned champion at Retaliation today. Corazon Del Guerrero with a heck of an effort, but eventually he was a non-factor. John Park would not allow him to get up, continue to brutalize him and his legs. Kurt Alexzander didn't stand a chance with that blindsided attack. Chris Wildcard Mercer is indeed the Hell on Earth champion. The International Alliance have already accomplished a major feat. But what else do they have in mind today? They promise surprises and more. You just have to assume that this is just the beginning.